Hey guys, it's Alex. Welcome to episode number 3 of the Capital Map. Today we're in another one of Victoria's core neighborhoods, Esquimalt. For years there was a little bit of a negative stigma around living on this side of the Johnson Street Bridge, but as you can see behind me, this is one of Victoria's most spectacular seaside communities with tons of upside and potential. Esquimalt sits right in the center of the Esquimalt Harbour, right in between downtown Victoria and the West Shore. In a lot of ways, this is a very central community, but it is one of the only ones that lines the southern coastline of our beautiful city. You're close to everything in Esquimalt, as this is a true connector neighborhood between downtown Victoria, Saanich, View Royal, and communities in the West Shore. Esquimalt is primarily single detached housing, but over the years there has been more and more of a focus on multifamily and condo high-rise development, especially in the last few years as we've had developers from other markets in Canada eyeing Esquimalt as ripe for redevelopment. That's why some new and exciting projects are coming as we speak, mostly around the main arterials like Esquimalt Road. By Victoria standards, Esquimalt still is on the more affordable end of the spectrum. Detached homes come in at $1.239 million on average. Townhouse options in 2022 come in at $757,000. and condos come in at $674,000 on average. Esquimalt is the home of Canada's naval fleet, which has an impact on the demographic, but on the whole, there are tons of young families, nature lovers, and retirees that call Esquimalt home. Based on census data in 2021, there were about 17,000 people that lived here, and the median age is 42.8. At the moment, it's not the most dense neighborhood with just about 2,500 residents per square kilometer, but based on the development that we've talked about along Esquimalt Road, that is set to change over the next few years. Pro number 1, we mentioned this in the location, it's extremely central. Whether you have family in the West Shore or you want to get out for a night in downtown Victoria, we're just about 10 minutes to everything from this great central location in Esquimalt. Pro number 2, Esquimalt has some of the best parks in Greater Victoria, and I would contend the best dog parks at places like Macaulay Point Park and Sax Point Park. Pro number 3, there's an incredible sense of community in Esquimalt. Right now I'm standing at Bullen Park, which is the home of the famed Rib Fest, and there's tons of incredible community events right here in the center of Esquimalt. Pro number 4, there's still a lot of upside and value in Esquimalt comparing it to other neighborhoods at the south end of town like Fairfield and Oak Bay. Esquimalt still looks like a bit of a bargain. The cons. Esquimalt still has a little bit of grit, and especially in neighborhoods like this, we're just on the border between Esquimalt and Victoria, there's some sections that are more industrial where you lose a lot of that charm and neighborhood appeal. Con number 2, there is still a little bit of a negative stigma, although it's changed a lot in the last few decades. Your Aunt Gladys in Oak Bay may put her nose up when you tell her you live in Esquimalt. And con number 3, all the amenities that line Esquimalt Road really only service the Rock Heights and Sax Point neighborhoods. In more peripheral communities like Kinsman Park, lose a lot of the walkability that other parts of Esquimalt have. The hidden gems. Some of those amazing parks that I mentioned in the pros section have some hidden little secrets, like the climbing wall at Macaulay Point Park, as well as all the dog space is actually off leash, so you can let your dog rip all the way around the park for the afternoon. Hidden gem number 2, the great food spots. If you want a proper burger and poutine, head to La Belle Patate. If you want the best coffee, Esquimalt Coffee Roasters, and Bunny's Cafe has amazing vegan cinnamon buns. Hidden gem number 3, if you're looking for one of the best scenic walks in all of Victoria, just head down to West Bay Marina, and this boardwalk that traces its way all along the southern coastline to the Johnson Street Bridge and downtown Victoria. If you like the idea of living just 10 minutes to downtown Victoria in a beautiful seaside community, Esquimalt could be your ticket. If you haven't seen all the videos in our Capital Map series, make sure that you subscribe for the next edition, as well as the first right here and the second here. We'll look forward to seeing you next time on the Capital Map.